This electric scooter might look normal and basic when you first look at it, but don't let the looks fool you. It's packing a 52 volt dual motor system that will fly you to the moon. Big shout out goes out to Hiley for reaching out to me and asking me to review one of their electric scooters. This is the Tiger EVO GTR model. In this review, I'm gonna go over everything there is to know about this little monster. But first, let's get started with the specs. So this is the Hiley Tiger EVO GTR electric scooter. It features dual 52 volts, 1000 watt, 3000 watt peak hub motors, one in the front and one in the rear, coupled with a 52 volts, 22.5 amp hour battery with 21,700 cells. Hiley claims that this should give you a range of up to 50 miles depending on riding mode and riding conditions, of course. We have 10-inch all-terrain tubeless tires, coupled with nut brand hydraulic brakes front and rear with 140mm rotors, as well as electronic ABS. Very nice suspension in the front as well as in the rear for a super comfortable ride. A very grippy deck that's 7.9 inches wide by 22.4 inches long, as well as a footrest. This scooter can fold, of course, using this extremely sturdy folding mechanism, making it easy to transport and store. In the front of the scooter, we have a headlight that's decently bright, as well as front turn signals. And in the rear, we have a tail light, an active brake light, as well as turn signals. That is always good. And we also have LED lights on both sides of the scooter, which can be controlled via an app. The total weight of the scooter is 64 pounds, with the max load capacity of 330 pounds, and it is IPX7 rated. And up on the handlebars, we have our front brake and our thumb throttle. In the center, we have our display. And on the left side, we have our rear brake, our on, off, and mode selection buttons, headlight button, turn signals, and a horn. And that's pretty much it for the specs. Now, as far as the price, this scooter goes for $11.99, but I will have a discount code for you guys. That'll be in the description down below, along with the link if you're interested in the scooter. Now, I can't wait to test how fast this beast goes, so let's jump straight into that. Now, before I do the speed test, I want to very quickly show you the starting procedure. So there is a button over here. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. It's kind of underneath this whole system. You hit that for a few seconds. It's going to ask for a password or the NFC card. You put up the NFC card to the screen and the scooter will turn on. Now, this scooter has 5 different speed modes. 0 means no throttle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but that's only in single motor. We can also go to dual motor by holding down this M button. It will switch into dual motor, and then same thing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically you have 10 different speed modes to choose from on this scooter. That's amazing. Now, last thing I want to mention is this scooter might come locked out of the box, but you can unlock it. I want to show you how to do that real quick. All right, so hopefully you guys will be able to see this. So with the scooter on, what you want to do is double press this M button. You're going to enter the menu, then you hit the plus button, work your way up to A05. Press the M button. It's going to ask for a password. The password is 1111. So you hit that plus button to hit 1 M to go to the next digit. 1 M 1 M 1 M. We're going to enter a secret menu. From here, you want to work your way to A3. Now you see mine is already at 100. You hit the M button. Yours will be on some random number, 43, 53, whatever it is. That's pretty much a percentage of the speed. So whatever number it's on, you want to press the plus buttons and make it all the way to 100. Hit the M button and double press the M button to get out and lock it in. And now the scooter is unlocked. All right, so I'm in dual motor mode, speed mode 5 unlocked. And let's see how fast this thing goes. I got to brace myself because, oh my God, this thing is a monster. So yeah, if you're not ready for it, it does have 0 start, which means no kicking the scooter to start going. It's just gonna go, so you have to be ready, especially in dual motor mode, because this thing is gonna take off. All right, scooter is showing 42, man. It's really windy. My body's like a big sail right now. The takeoff was insane amounts of torque. Holy cow. All right, 42, 44.7. I'm gonna tuck in for a second. 45, 47. Oh my god, I'm running out of room. That was dangerous. Yeah, I felt like the scooter was gaining mad speed towards the end. Hopefully this was enough time for my GPS to register the speed, but let's check our results. So look at that, my GPS app clocked us at 43.4 miles per hour. So 43.4 miles an hour. I'll be honest with you, man, I ran out of room. I feel like if I had, I don't know, 50 more yards or so, I'd be able to get probably up to 45. But regardless, they advertised this scooter to go 43, and it's always nice to achieve the top speed that's advertised, and that was pretty nice. I'd consider this a very successful speed test. Now, before I talk about the riding experience, I do want to talk about Hiley, the brand, for a moment. I've worked with Hiley in the past, and I'll be honest with you, is one of my favorite scooter companies. All of their stuff is like super high quality, insane attention to detail. Everything is just plush and very, very high quality. I love their products. As far as the riding experience, I mean, this is like, you know, like a very high quality scooter, and you feel it when you're on it. Everything here is just like perfect, and it feels really, really good. As far as the scooter itself and stability, it feels stable, it feels solid, and my god, look at this. Let me lose some of my speed. Check this out. Look at that front, is still skidding. Oh my god. In dual motor mode, it's just a different experience. This thing is a little monster, man. It's what an insane feeling. I can't even find the words to describe it. Now, as far as the brakes, we have beautiful hydraulic brakes, 140 millimeter rotor, working my way up to about 20 miles an hour, hitting the brake in 3, 2. Dude, are you kidding me? That is insane. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get out of dual motor mode. It's just too insane. All right, single motor mode. All right, as far as the brakes, that skid mark was probably about a car's length, so let's call it about 12 to 15 feet of stopping distance from about 20 miles an hour. And again, the brakes on here are amazing, and they're brand new. They'll only get better with time and become better. Now, aside from these amazing brakes, this scooter also has electronic ABS that kicks in. You can definitely feel it. I'll be completely honest with you, it's a little bit too rough for my liking. I like when the electronic ABS or regen is a little bit softer, but it will definitely help extend the life of the brake pads and help with stopping, so that's good. Overall, the riding experience on the scooter is just from another world. So this is our suspension over here. Hopefully that comes across. Look at this thing, extremely nice, very soft, literally like a cloud. Let's see how does the suspension feels over a bump, like a speed hump over here. Oh yeah, very nice. Can't wait to test it off-road later. Let's see how this thing does with a little curb hop. Oh yeah, bro, sick. The suspension on here is amazing, man. It handled that curb hop like nothing. Really, really good. So I am 5'8", 150 pounds. This is what I look like on the scooter now. The handlebars and stuff is not adjustable. The size it is the size it is, but plenty of room over here. Like, the handlebar is the perfect height for me. The deck is nice. I can switch stances if I want to. We have this kickstand right in the back that's got this grippy rubber situation over there, so you can change stances if you wanted to. I can get down low and ride this thing. Got plenty of room. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the deck is about 8 inches by 22.5 inches, so plenty of room. And I do want to show you the material it's made out of. So we got this crisscross type of pattern with this very grippy rubbery material, so plenty of grip on here. And this is our footrest, kick rest area. It's made out of metal with the little rubbery material as well for grip. Very, very nice. Overall, amazing size and fit for me. As far as the tune goes, like I mentioned in the speed test, we have single motor, dual motor, 5 speed modes in each, so 10 total speed modes, and you can pretty much go single motor, speed mode 1 and conserve battery and get the farthest range, or you can go dual motor mode 5 and fly to the moon. Now I do want to show you the throttle curve here. So I'm in dual motor mode, speed mode 5, and let me lose some of my speed, and look at this, I can barely touch the throttle and make this thing crawl. So it's like not aggressive, it's not 0 to 100 is what I'm trying to show you. Turning radius is great, and then when you need that energy, oh my god, you better hold on because this thing just explodes. Now we do have a thumb throttle, and it's a very high quality thumb throttle, and for a scooter with this much power, I'll be honest with you, I prefer having a thumb throttle. And last thing I do want to mention is this scooter does come with an app where you can connect to the scooter, lock it up, and also it has the RGB app, so you can control the color of the LEDs on the side, whether have them on or off, and which color to display. So that's kind of cool, you can kind of customize it and make it your own. Now it's time for our hill climb test. I'll be honest with you, this thing is just gonna pass with flying colors, I can already tell. I'm gonna be in dual motor mode, speed mode 5, but technically, oh my god, but I'm pretty sure this thing will be able to just eat this hill up in lower speed modes and even in a single motor mode. But I want to have some fun and go fast, and this thing is just flying up this hill. Now the camera never does it justice, but this hill is fairly steep, and it tests a lot of bikes and scooters I put through this hill, and this thing did not even budge, and we climbed with no issue at all. That was easy for it. Now we did lose a little bit of our top speed, and that's acceptable, it's expected to happen, but it flew up this hill. So if you are looking into the scooter and you live in an area with hills, or hills are a part of your commute, you pretty much have nothing to worry about. This thing is going to handle most hills you throw at it with ease. Now I view this thing as like the ultimate commuter scooter, but because of its all-terrain tires and suspension and power, this thing can definitely handle some off-road situations. Now, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this thing's got so much power, man. It's unbelievable. Now the part that I was just at is pretty flat, like the path. This right here is a little bit more bumpy and a bit more demanding, kind of like beach style sand. I'm hoping the tires won't wash out on me because they're not fully dirt. I'm like easy on it. Whoa, see, almost lost it right there. Let's see if it climbs this. Oh yeah, with ease. But yeah, since the tires are kind of slick, it's like washing out the front a little bit. But my god, does this thing have a lot of power. That is insane, dude. What a crazy monster. Oh my god, like the front is washing out. I have to be careful. I might have to go to single motor mode. See how the suspension handles downhill. Alright, no problem. But yeah, I gotta be a little bit careful over here. These are not full off-road tires. They are all-terrain and they should do decent, but over here it's kind of like beach style sand, and my front almost washed out. I almost ate it. I don't want to eat it, so I'm gonna take it easy. I would personally keep this on pavement until you fully change the tires to some off-road tires. So if you plan on getting this for 90% off-roading, then I would change those tires. In my opinion, this is like the ultimate commuter. It's got plenty of speed and plenty of grip when you're on pavement. It is a little bit sketchy because it's got just too much power, especially in dual motor mode when you're off-roading. But that's the reason you're watching this review, is so you can kind of understand what this thing is capable of and not. Now, it did pass my off-road test. It was a short test. This was just to give you a general idea, but you would have a lot more fun if you switch out the tires if you're doing off-road. Overall though, it passed. So, what do I think about the Hiley Tiger EVO GTR electric scooter? Let's do things I like, things I don't like, and is this thing good value for money or not? I'll start with things I like, and the list is almost endless. I like the way this thing looks. I like the dual motors. If you guys never experienced an electric scooter with dual motors, oh my god, it's a crazy thing you can't even describe. You gotta try one even for a test ride. Insane amount of power on those motors, very quiet, high quality. I love those brakes, high quality brakes. I like the battery, the grippiness of the deck, and the size of it, which is, you got plenty of room over there. I like the fact that you can fold it for, easy storage or last mile commuting. Very nice. Also, if I'm not mistaken, it's one of the lightest scooters in a 52 volt class with this much power, so that's pretty good. I also like the fact that you can unlock the scooter or lock it if that's something that you're into. Maybe you're getting this for someone who's a bit younger and you don't want them to hit those speeds. You can lock it through the menu and they won't be able to pass those speeds. I like the fact that this scooter has 10 different speed modes to choose from. That is plenty to pretty much encounter any scenario imaginable, so that's good. I like having that headlight, front turn signals, brake light, turn signals in the rear, LED light show. I mean, this thing is really a perfect scooter. Now let's do things I don't like. And guys, with all of my reviews, I always try to find at least one thing, just so I'm honest with you guys. And in this case, I honestly thought about it throughout the review, and I think this is the first time in a while where I couldn't find anything I don't like about the scooter. It's literally amazing. Now for our last question, is this thing good value for money or not? So again, we're talking $11.99, just about $1,200, but I will have a discount code for you guys. Again, link in the description as well as in a pinned comment to make your life easy if you're interested in the scooter. I think that even without my discount code, for everything that you're getting here, the quality of the parts, dual motors, 52 volt system, it's already great value for money. Add my discount code on top of that and it's almost unbeatable. Amazing value for money. I personally highly recommend this scooter and any scooter from Hiley, to be honest with you. I've tested a few of them already and all their stuff is really high quality, so highly recommended. Now I'm pretty sure I was able to go over everything there is to know about the Hiley Tiger EVO GTR electric scooter. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.